Welcome back. In the midst of ICE concentrating on Minnesota this week, Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey signed an executive order prohibiting federal, state, and local agencies from using any city-owned parking lots, ramps, garages, vacant lots in order to stage civil immigration enforcement operations. The order also directs city staff to design a signage template for local businesses and property owners who want to show their support for immigrants and mark their property as off limits for these activities. Here to expand on a lot of this and the events this week, Minneapolis Police Chief O'Hara. We know you've been very busy this week, so appreciate your time. Before we get into the details of the executive order, as we were talking about at the beginning of the show, Augsburg University, we had a viewer send us some video of what they suspected was some ICE activity at Augsburg University. What can you tell us?
So I know last night we received at least 2 911 calls. I just don't remember the specifics. I believe it was related to people with guns that may have been on campus. Police officers from the 1st Precinct responded, and they were able to confirm with the university public safety officials there that there had been some federal law enforcement there, and they had left prior to the arrival of the police.
We are getting a lot of these calls, you know, whether they are confirmed or turned out to be accurate or inaccurate, but we're getting a lot into our newsroom. I can imagine from a police perspective the calls that you are getting as people are on edge right now.
They're really scared. I mean, both American citizens are afraid, as well as people who have simply lived here and been contributing to the community for many years. So we get both these 911 calls, you know, related to, you know, there's people with guns and that kind of thing, but we also get, you know, concerns directly from community members, whether it's video that people have taken or other things. We had one woman who had reached out that had received a phone call, like a scam, from someone claiming to be federal law enforcement over the phone, and trying to get them to send them money, you know, which obviously is a scam, and that's not what law enforcement does. So, I mean, I think it just goes to show that there's definitely bad actors out there that are looking to try and take advantage of the situation and prey upon immigrants in the community. Yeah,
even more to be aware of. Going back to the executive order, describe how this will actually be enforced. I mean, if the mayor basically signed this saying, nope, you can't use this parking lot.
Right.
How do you enforce that?
Well, I mean, I think what the mayor is trying to do is lead on this issue and really just try and prevent us from being in this situation in the first place. The order directs parts of the city government to try and secure whatever lots and places there may be to try and prevent that activity in the first place. There are areas and property of the city that is just not open to the public, and so if you know, efforts are being taken proactively to try and prevent that from happening. Now, if it does, the executive order spells out that department heads, myself included, would be notified, and then the city attorney's office would follow up with any civil remedies that may be available to the city. And so then would your officers respond to, you know, if they're staging something in an area you don't want them to be? If we're called upon, I think generally the calls are going to be forwarded to 311. So it would be a very low priority call unless there's, you know, other things about the call. Like they're uncertain, there's people with guns, they're uncertain if they're law enforcement or not. But generally speaking, the most we would do would be to document what would happen and then forward that to the city attorney's office for civil enforcement. I just want to be clear, this isn't something that gives police the authority to make arrests. There's no legal authority to make an arrest under the executive order. And we're just about out of time with you, unfortunately, but real quick with the signage and your hope for that layer of this, not only signage for, you know, city property, but also private businesses. Private property as well. And again, I just think that's the mayor leading. I think that's very forward thinking and trying to establish a clear line and prevent us from having a problem in the first place. Yeah, all right, and our condolences for the recruit and the loss of the department. So thank you, Chief O'Hara, we appreciate it. Thank you.